Thank you, Serena. With the permission of my colleagues, I'm gonna ask you not about the game, but about a comment by Lindsay Davenport and Martina Navratilova today. We had the Legends, the media encounter, and both expressed a lot of concern about the fact that the Fed Cup has not had the same attention as the Davis Cup. You know, there's a new format. Everything is happening for the men and not for the women. So you've been an advocate, strong advocate for gender equity. What are your thoughts about that? How you feel about that?
I would like to see some change to the format of Fed Cup. Personally, I think I like the format, but it's also exciting to see some different things. What is that change? I don't know. I don't know what that means or what it would be. But yeah, we definitely want to keep, because Fed Cup is such a great thing to play for the country and to play other people and to go out there. It's one of the few times we have to be a team, and it's fun. It's actually really fun. So it would be nice, but I don't know what that change is, and I don't know what it would look like. But it's something definitely to talk about and to start discussing to see if it's even plausible, and go from there.
Did the match seem to turn there with those break points you faced at 3-all in the third set? Did it feel in that moment that was pivotal to the outcome?
I can't say it did in that moment, but I was at that point just trying to win every point.
Talk a little bit about how things kind of shifted from you were up a set in 2-1, and then second set kind of went a little different.
Well, I mean, that's why she's number one. She was literally lifted her game to a new level. And I didn't. I kind of stayed at the same level, and I should have lifted my game as well. But it's a part of this journey on my way back. Like I was saying, it's 10 months, so I can't be too upset at myself. I felt like I did have an opportunity to win that in straight sets, but then I'm playing the number one player in the world. So I'm still learning, which is at my age and my point in my career, I think admirable and exciting that I still have things that I can learn from.
How do you feel about your overall play today and how you're playing overall going into the next round? And what specifically would you like to be better in the next match?
I think overall I'm hanging in there. I think overall I'm solid. I can definitely go to a new level. I have to if I want to stay in the tournament.
Sorry. This kind of inquiring minds want to know, but do you and Roger Federer have to share custody of Anna Wintour as your box fan?
Well, fortunately enough, we were playing on opposite days, and so we both were super. I mean, I can only speak for me, but I know he was excited, and I know we both wanted her to come to this event in particular because she's never been to Australia, and we're trying to get her to get here, and so she finally made it. So it was good. Yeah, and so it's always good to see her. And she's such a big fan of tennis, and it was a pity that she hadn't made it all the way over here yet, so I'm glad she did.
Serena, can you just tell us what happened with the walkout? It was a bit of a funny moment. But...
I think I don't know, really.
You thought you were going first, and then that wasn't the case, or...?
Oh, the walkout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, because I walked out, they told me to go first in the walkout, and then they called Simona's name first, so I was like taking a step back. So I was like, I'm sorry.
Serena, you were talking about being on a journey, that this is all part of a journey. What are the things you've really learned in this phase of your journey?
I don't know. I feel like each day and each match and each game and each tournament, I'm learning something. And I think today I'm just learning that I have to fight for titles. I have to fight for matches. And I don't have any titles yet, but just fighting for matches is really important.
Patrick was in Stefanos's box yesterday for his match against Roger. Is Stefanos someone you've seen a lot around the Mouratoglou Academy? Have you hit us all together or anything? And what did you make of his win over Roger yesterday?
Yeah, we trained together a couple weeks ago now, and I see him at the academy. At Mouratoglou's academy, so it's always nice. I thought it was an incredibly high-level match. I mean, I couldn't keep up. The balls were flying so fast, and I just was wildly impressed with Stefanos. And at the same time, you just don't root against Roger. It's kind of like a thing, so you always want to see him to do well, no matter what. But it was a fantastic match to see. It's a shame it couldn't have been two winners.
Serena, it seems like there are cameras everywhere to the point where we could see you stretching with a band before you came out before your first round match. We could see you talking with Patrick after one of your matches. How aware are you of those cameras? And how do you feel about that? It seems like there's just nowhere for you guys to hide anymore.
Well, where I warm up, there really isn't a camera there so much. I noticed that there is a physical camera that they had to actually bring there. But it's interesting. I actually didn't notice it until, I assume it's you that's been asking everyone? No. Okay. I was wrong to assume that, but yeah, I didn't realize that until I heard someone asking everyone about the cameras, and then I was like, oh, there's a camera there, and there's one there, and there. They are everywhere, which I actually didn't realize, but good to know.
That first set after you dropped the first game there, is that the best tennis that you've played since you've been back? I mean, you were pretty impressive for the next string of games.
Yeah, I played really good in that. I don't know if it's the best that I've played because I just honestly can't remember the matches, but probably. But that goes to show you that you have to play well for two sets. You can't play well for just one set or 6 games. You have to bring it every single point, every single game until the match is literally over.
Serena, what does it say about you as a competitor? And what does it say about the standard, perhaps, of women's tennis, that you can have 4 games since September and still reach a Grand Slam quarterfinal and beat the world's best player on paper?
I think it says that. I think it says more about me than women's tennis. I feel like women's tennis is amazing. It's at the highest level it's ever been. Of course, I'm the biggest advocate of women's tennis, but I really do in my heart believe that everyone is playing really well, and it's tough out here. But I've been working really hard, and I haven't played that many tournaments on my road back, but I'm just trying to do the best that I can do, and I think I'll get there. I don't know when, but I know I'll get there, and that's what I'm going to do.
Final 2 questions.
Serena, it's been, 22 years now that you've been playing? So when you go on court, close, yeah. Do you get satisfied when you're playing?
I do. I think more so now, actually, than before, in the beginning or the middle of my career. Way more now.
Serena, I think it's Carolina Pliskova next. A little bit about that match.
We've had good matches. She's beaten me on an occasion or 2 or 3. She's always someone that comes out and serves bigs and plays well. So I got to return a little bit better to the next day that we play. And I'll be ready. I'm ready. She's ready. I'm ready. And let's do it.